Okay, at least know when my phone holder, my new one, is coming. I just called them this morning, so I should have my new one to put it back up on the table by next week, which means the video I shoot after this should be back up and be square and stuff like that. This is just a short little video. And this, I feel like this has to be a PSA for anybody that has a lot of misnomers about service dogs. No, they are not perfect. And particularly mine is not perfect because he is self-trained, and so human error is involved. So I bring him over to the office, and I rarely do this. And he's been fine me walking him through there, except he sniffed something, and my Achilles heel with him is he sniffs something, he stops listening. And if he pulls hard enough, he can get off the chair and get away from me, which is exactly what he did, which is not when I want him to do that when he's out in public. I do not want him to do that when he's out in public. And then of course one of the managers walks in and she's like, if he doesn't behave, he can't be in here. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. He got away from me. That's why I was trying to remedy the situation and grab his leash and get him back on my wheelchair and get him back under control. And I feel like when a service dog misbehaves, that's all people see. So they, boom, knee-jerk reaction is, oh, that dog isn't trained very well. Zoom is trained very well. He just has his moments where he is going, that he does misbehave. And he may misbehave more than most service dogs because just because of the way he's trained and the type of dog he is. I just felt like I had to put this up here because it was one of the things that kind of irked me this morning. And I do take it personally when people are like very critical of him. My plan right now, and I probably won't film this even if there's not anybody in there. I am going to run him back through there later today, providing it's not raining. But it'll be later when there's nobody in there. I'm just going to walk him through, walk him around, and do a training drill in there, like 5-minute training drill in there where he was misbehaving this morning. And do a real quick train drill in there where he was misbehaving, and then come home. And I'll do that after his potty break tonight. And be back in my apartment to watch the primetime Olympics. So, but that's the plan right now. I am gonna do that because I'm like, it's just kind of, I hate it when he misbehaves in front of people like that. It makes me feel like I don't, makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing, and I do know what I'm doing. Which is why I don't always take him with me in certain situations, because I know he's not going to necessarily show well. I don't take him out when it's raining or really hot or cold because I know he's not going to be comfortable in the vest. I will run him through his paces again. Through there when there's nobody in there. There's going to be nobody in there in the evening, but I can get in there because I got my key fob and stuff like that, and I'll just run him through there and make sure that he can successfully do a training run and behave, do a downstay, and not go all nuts. So I will do that, and I'm going to try keep this, like, it's going to be like a 10-minute training session. I'm not going to do anything super long. So that's the plan. I've kind of figured out his triggers for whether he's going to have accidents and stuff like that. But yeah, so, and I don't know if I'm going to take him to church this weekend because, again, of weather. And I probably won't take him when we have the lake baptisms because there's so many people. And it's even harder to get him into church when there's that many people. So, unless I get there like an hour, like I would have to get there like super crazy early, which obviously Dad won't do. So, I'll give the rundown of that, probably in the video that goes up next week. And tag this onto it. But this is the very reason I'm keeping this channel going, because a service dog is always in training. They don't stop training. I just had a bad run with him today, and I do take that personally because that is on me. And, I can usually head off if he's going to be a stinker about stuff, but I can't always, particularly, and people don't seem to realize, nobody gets this, that if you say something, that's just going to make him worse because he's more interested in what you're doing than listening to me. So, but I'm going to do a training drill in the community room when nobody's there, and run him retreats this time. Have his gear and run him retreats this time. Just do what I've been doing with his training drills, and do that. And then I'm just gonna feel better about it because I feel like I had mud on my face this morning. And that's where I'm kind of leaving it. Hey guys, I'm back in business. I got the other phone holder today, so this one's back up to having a phone holder on it. So yeah. I did take Zoom over to the office after his mishap last week, mostly to prove to myself and to him I can do it and he can listen. And he does listen. It's just when he starts following his nose, he stops listening. But he did pretty well. He did have a, oh, that over there type of reaction sometimes, but he does need a kick in the butt sometimes. Like, he got loose today. So I had to use the boost button to get his attention and get him back in the house. I'm like, bud, get back over here so you can come back in the house. Because it's in the 90s here and I'm not chasing him around for 5 or 10 minutes or however long it takes me to get him square. So, I'm like, come on. But yeah, so he did decently. I wouldn't have given him an A+, but, but he did decently. So yeah, he did decently, and he has to go to the vet, for which I explained in another video, and so we'll be doing that. And since I have to do his grooming on top of it, this probably isn't going to be a cheap vet bill, but I'm prepared for it, so I'm not worried about it. Since I knew it was coming, so I'll do that. I'll get this stuff edited for you and get it up in the next couple of days. I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow, so that's why I'm shooting this now. And I'm doing it again before I forget. So I'll see you guys in the next one.